oras pipigilin ng Nlex to 90 points, that's also an X mark because nakaka 50 points lang ang Road Warriors.
As a block there on the inside, simula na po ng ating third quarter para sa tagisan ng tunay na lakas. Cobra, gusto ko pa. And let's take a look at the other side now of that Dean's List.
Or for Nlex, they've got 1 X mark and 2 check marks. And that's very unusual because in our Dean's List for Meralco, we saw 2 X marks.
Yes.
And yet they're up by 7. At ang Nlex, they've got 2 check marks. So we still have to see the graphics for Nlex. But they've got 2 X check marks and only 1 X. And they're down by 7. And the reason why we're saying that is because nakikita natin malaking mga improvement, especially from the second unit na nakaka 22 points na, and they're being very aggressive and driving to the basket.
Kevin Alas on your screens, and there is that Dean's List update.
Yeah, yung sinasabi natin about makibaka, wag matakot. Hindi sila natatakot. They're going aggressive to the hole. They're finding themselves getting free throws. Second unit has been very productive for Nlex. Yun nga lang, yung kasipagan nila, no? That's a questionable thing because I look at their defense as their measure of whether they're giving that effort. Kung yung sipag nila sa defense. And if you're giving up 58% field goal shooting to Meralco, nagkukulang ang effort nila sa depensa.
Al Thornton po ang mapipito ng foul. Yan po ang kanyang unang foul. Kasama niya sa sahig ay si Sean Anthony who starts the second half, as well as Asitao Lava, Kevin Alas, and Jonas Villanueva. Meralco will have possession right now. Newsom hands it to Alapag, who's joined by Reynel Ugnatan, Cliff Hodge, and Rinze Onuaku. Ugnatan kontra kay Alas. Fouled, hoop in the arm for him.
That's a power play on the part of Reynel Ugnatan. Nlex playing a 2-3 zone defense. Taking advantage of the size and length of Asi and Al Thornton. But you look at the way Reynel Ugnatan just forced his way through that phalanx of the defense. Laki ng contribution, no? Ng front line for Meralco. Hindi pa nga nakakalaro si Kelly Nabong.
Yes. So that's 5 points from Ugnatan, 10 from Ferriols. I mean, it's just a great showing from that spot na maraming nakaisip na you're not supposed to get points from that import stopper position, no?
Look at the way Reynel Ugnatan is playing defense on Thornton. Playing him denial para hindi makahawak ng bola. And that's because he's shorter than him. Alam niya kung popostehan siya ni Al Thornton, he'll be at a major disadvantage. So he's playing him denial para hindi makapasok yung entry pass.
Pangapat na foul na yan para kay Reynel Ugnatan. So ibabalik ngayon ni Coach Norman Black itong si John Ferriols. Ciso catching and traveling. Taking one too many steps there.
And that's a good call. Kita naman natin yun. Gotta put that ball on the floor and dribble when you are moving.
Yes. It is now with Newsom. Dinoble, ikot, Jimmy with it against Enciso. Finds Ferriols, 15-foot jumpers in.
That's double figures for Big John. Look at that.
Bumabata talaga ito si John Ferriols today, guys. It's incredible. 10 points to his name. I believe he is the 4th member to reach double digits. It is a 12-point lead for Meralco.
Noah, you're here. Sean, you're here. Hey, Jonas. Simon. Asi down screen. Sean, back screen for Al. If you can see that, pass it. If not, Sean gets the ball here. Dribble hand off to Al. Al penetrate. Okay? Hey guys, you have to execute. You have to talk there. You're not talking it. Come on.
We got 2 seniors now on the floor from Meralco, 38 years old, Jimmy Alapag, and 41 years old, John Ferriols, and both of them are making an impact in this game.
And they're doing it against Asitao Lava, who's also just turned 24. I found out he just turned 24. Mali pala yung stat sheet natin kay Asi. Here's Sean Anthony. He's rejected by Rinze Onuaku. Alapag up ahead. Hodge. Touchdown. No. Cannot finish. And foul on Newsom, who hits Jonas Villanueva in the face. Agad-agad naman po so itong si Chris Newsom. We know he's not that dirty type of player. That's not the type of player Chris Newsom is.
He's quickly going over to the side of Jonas, expressing his remorse. But that was a picture-perfect pass galing kay Jimmy Alapag. Nasalo yun ni Cliff Hodge. Hindi lang niya naipasok yung layup.
In season now, may tanga ng bola. Pinagsak kay Al Thornton. Jab step jumper is in.
I think we're gonna see more of that from Al Thornton. Taking jump shots. He's not one to really drive strong to the basket. We've seen a couple of times when he did that in the first half, but he's more of a jump shooter.
Dillinger, pinasok na para kay Chris Newsom. So, Nunu will sit down. 10 po ang hinahabol ng Nlex Road Warriors. Traveling called on Jimmy Alapag. And Jimmy's looking around. Parang sobrang gulat na natawag dyan sa kanya.
Talagang mahigpit ang mga referee natin ngayon, especially on that traveling violation. They want to conform to FIBA standards.
In season now to Jonas. Jonas, 7 on the shot clock. Sidestepping, hook, shot. No. Fresh 14 though for Nlex. Thornton travels again.
It's just one traveling violation after the other.
Sliding that pivot foot.
And you would think an NBA veteran like him wouldn't commit that kind of an error.
Sali natin ulit sa usapan natin si Ms. Mara Aquino.
Sa dugout kanina, Coach Boyd Fernandez pointed out na itong Meralco Bulls, they're playing good defense against Al Thornton, but they can capitalize on that offensively. Now, defensively naman, effort is there, but Coach wants them to play better. They want Al to help out, and he emphasizes that rotation is key. Gusto niya yung magandang decision-making, yung magandang discard. And offensively, he was telling the point guard to dictate the tempo of the ball game, to know who to go to, and to know who to pass. And to answer your question about Kelly Nabong, may sakit siya ngayon. He's had the flu for 2 days now, and is expected to be back the next game. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Mara, for giving us that update.
Kaya pala nabigyan ng pagkakataon si John Ferriols sa rotation nila. Oo, and rising to the occasion.
Laging handa itong si John Ferriols. Dillinger. Ferriols ulit kontra kay Kubuntin. JD missing the 3, but Onuaku trying to shove Asitao Lava aside, and you cannot do that. First foul called on Arinze Onuaku. 7 pa rin po ang inahabol ng Nlex, but slowly chipping away at that lead. Simon Enciso with it right now. 3 puntos na po para sa kanya. See if he can add on to that with 7:50 remaining in the 3rd period. Thornton sa poste, sidestepping and using the speed.
That time, not settling for the jump shot. Pakita natin ang ginawa ng Nlex to free him up. Kanina nakita natin si Reynald Hugnatan playing in denial. That time, he made his move from the baseline using the screen to get the jump off his defender, John Ferriols.
20 puntos na po para kay Al Thornton, and Cliff Hodge able to score. 4 points now for Psycho Cliff. Asi sa poste. Operating, stripped and foul called on Cliff Hodge. Team foul number 4 pa lang yan para sa Meralco Bolts. But it is still 7:14 remaining in the 3rd period. Thornton to inbound to Enciso. Side, now to Sean. Dinabas, Simon for 3. Onuaku rebound, finding Jimmy. Fast break opportunity is broken up there by Nlex. Thornton from deep. Got it, and that 3-point shot is brought to you by Oppo F1 Selfie Experts.
That time in rhythm, si Al Thornton, that NBA experience, you saw that in that kind of a shot. Alam niya, papasok yun. He had the rhythm, he had the flow, and this lead is down to just 4.
Foul on the inside. It will be on Enciso. Pangatlo na yan.
Biggest lead was at 12, now down to 4.
6.5 remaining. 10-2 run now for the Nlex Road Warriors. Jimmy finding Jared now inside to Arinze. Now Nwaku able to score. Now in double digits. Panlimang player na ng Bolts to be in double digits at this point.
And if you're Meralco, that's the play you want to run. Nobody can stop Nwaku when he's that close to the basket.
Gobuntin stepping in. Jumper is in and out. Alapag tumatakbo. Stopping. JD has all day. And he makes him pay.
Alapag with the assist.
That three-point shot was brought to you by Oppo F1 Selfie Expert. Sumasagot na ngayon ang Meralco dun sa mga hamon ng Nlex Road Warriors.
That's 5 straight points now by Meralco.
Uy, foul si Ferriols. And then yung sinasabi mo, Dean, no? Al Thornton knew that he could fish for a foul, went under and got it.
Well, Ferriols that time sticking to Thornton like glue because Thornton has been getting away with jump shots. And feeling siguro ni John Ferriols, if he wants to drive against him, there will be someone who can pick him up underneath if he drives past him.
Now Lava kontra kay Onuaku. Traveling call. Bumping into Onuaku and parang tumama ka sa pader nun eh. Talagang mapipigil ka eh.
And just going back to that point that we were making about how to defend Thornton, dapat didikitan mo siya sa labas. Take away his jump shot. Force him to go strong to the hold because you've got an Onuaku to protect the rim. And that's the value of having an import stopper for a local.
Arinze, Dinoble. Jimmy, JD ulit galing sa labas. JD missing. Sean Anthony to Glenn. Gobuntin will miss the layup. Thornton will not.
Thornton sprinting up court, running the floor, making sure that he was there for the offensive rebound and putback.
25 points now for Arinze Onuaku. Or rather, Al Thornton on the other end. Onuaku not able to score. Onuaku's only got 11 here. Pangalawang foul pa lang yan para kay Al Thornton. Basera Mer checking in for Jimmy Alapag. Would you want to see more touches for Arinze right now?
I would think so. I would think. Yun ang sinasabi natin kanina, no? Mataas ang kanyang field goal percentage. Pag nakakakuha siya ng bola dun sa malapit sa shaded area, ilista mo na yun.
Hodge. Now with Onuaku and Arinze
Oh, that
attacks.
time he missed.
Faundo able to clean up and score. 6 points now for Brian Faundo.
And even if Onuaku misses, you've got someone who can pick up the weak side offensive rebound because Onuaku draws the defense towards him.
Sampung abante ng Meralco Bolts. Sa kanila po ang possession. Hodge with it now. Rotation of players. Faundo with it. Movement on the offensive end. Still nothing there for Hodge. Jumper is out. Onuaku is fouled. Bodies on the ground. And it will mean free throws, I believe, for Arinze.
Well, Thornton holding him down, but he ended up on the floor and not Onuaku. Sa lakas ba naman ni Onuaku? Ang maganda rito, si Onuaku on the other end of the floor, he's not guarding the import.
Nope.
So medyo he can conserve his energy for the offense that he's been showing.
So doble gastos yung ginagawa ni Al Thornton sa kanyang energy, no? 4 minutes remaining in the third period, Dean.
Yeah, the free throw woes here of Onuaku missing 2 free throws.
Thornton now to Anthony. Swinging it, Simon for 3. Ooh, getting physical now, getting physical. Faundo and Al Thornton getting reacquainted. Al Thornton with 25 points to his name. Yung pagkakataon ni Angat sa 27 as 4 fouls na si Brian Faundo.
Well, Thornton also has 5 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
And Coach Norman Black, I'm sure that is a cause for concern.
3:45 remaining in the third period. Nlex still hovering around that 7 to 9 point differential between the teams. Want to get some stops here if you are cheering for the Road Warriors. Ugnatan to Amer. Sinama na po sa ating laro. 2-3 zone para sa Nlex. Hodge inside. Onuaku against Villanueva. Powering and finishing. Pushing this lead back up to 9 is Arinze. Thornton against Ugnatan. Humihingi ng pick galing kay Enrico. Thornton for 3. Hits.
Oh, yes.
30 points in the game, courtesy of that 3-point shot being brought to you by Oppo F1 selfie experts.
That's 2 3-point conversions now for Al Thornton. Then going with that zone defense.
73-67 is the score. 30 points for Al Thornton. We'll be back with 2:54 remaining in the third period.
It's working. Stay with it. Make it work. Come on, guys. They call it a lot of traveling, so get your pivot down first.
Jump stop.
You can say whatever you want. They're calling it, so adjust already. Yeah, right here. You're gonna pass the ball. You're gonna move to the corner, okay? Passing the ball to Ron J. We're gonna stagger down for JD. All right, you're gonna be the second one.
Tinatanong po namin kanina kung sino nga ba ang makakapigil kay Arinze Onuaku. Well, let's ask it on the other end. With 30 points in this game, sino ba makakapigil kay Al Thornton?
10 out of 14 from the floor. Getting his points from outside, from offensive putbacks. And so many different defenders now against Thornton, and he scores again.
As well as fishing for a foul.
Panlima na yata yan. Ni Reynel Hugnatan, if I'm not mistaken. You watch it right here. Or could it be against Onuaku?
Will be on Reynel Hugnatan, I believe. Yeah, so that will be his 4th.
Oh, 4th personal foul
Yes.
on Hugnatan. Pero paiba-iba yung mga defenders ni Coach Norman Black against Thornton. We saw Ferriols take his turn, Hugnatan, Cliff Hodge.
33 points for Al Thornton. Paalala na po, nakita na po natin ito si Al Thornton. Nakadalawang 50-point games na siya here in the PBA. His recent one, of course, against Ginebra. We do know that this guy can score, and today seems to be no different. May pagkakataon ngayon ng Nlex to tie this game up at 73. Thornton not even thinking about anyone else. Hits the 3. And oh my goodness, 36 points in a tie ball game.
And he's feeling it. Al Thornton. Ito yung sinasabi natin during our halftime analysis. We saw a lot of positives here from Nlex that they're now transforming into a winning formula.
Nathan will head to the free throw line, but ang ating storya ngayon, 36 points ni Al Thornton. What a performance so far. And single-handedly taking Nlex back into this game.
Well, his hot shooting from the outside has certainly helped.
Right now, let's hand you on over to Mara.
Last huddle, Coach Norman Black pointed out that they're in early penalty, so they want to attack the basket and draw fouls. Balik sa inyo.
Well, if you have Al Thornton making 3-pointers from the outside, parang okay lang na, sige, tira mo muna sa labas. Or rather, that's for both Coach Boyd Fernandez. Arinze Onuaku has not been really been able to operate.
Reynel Hugnatan still on top of Thornton, but they force him now to give up the pass.
Sean Anthony for 3, hits! And Nlex now with the lead.
Three-point basket coming from Sean Anthony. Yan ang iniintay ng Nlex na pumutok. Anthony did not start in this game. Oh, that's a tough shot.
Oo.
Umikot siya sa ere.
Napaka-clutch ng tira na yun galing kay Baseramer. Here's Enciso to Sean. Sean, ilalabas niya ulit. Simon. In and out. As Onuaku is fouled by Enrico Villanueva. So, free throws para sa Meralco Bolts.
That's called asserting yourself. Si Onuaku in heavy traffic. Siya nakakuha ng rebound that time.
Tignan natin yung shot back kanina ni Kevin Alas. Sabi niya sa defense, isa kami sa pinaka-last. Sabi rin ni Coach, hindi kami mananalo kung hindi namin baguhin yun. So let's see if they can get it going. Defense, offense doesn't seem to be a problem for either team right now. The Dean, is it gonna come down to who can make those key stops and finally turn on that defense as we near the end of this game?
That's what you'd like to see. But the way this game is going, parang it's a shootout. The way Al Thornton has been stroking it from the outside, he's showing the way how to win this game through offense, not defense.
Thornton, kontra kay Reynel. Dinoble. Alas for three. Got it!
A lot of three-pointers scored here by Nlex sa quarter. 6 in this quarter alone. Ang depensa ng Meralco now concentrating on Thornton and he's dishing.
Amer, Ron J. Buenafe. Nathan, no, but he is fouled. Rico will be called for his fourth. 38.7 seconds remaining in the third period. Nlex lamang na naman po ng isa. Tignan natin yung tira ni Sean Anthony from deep. Bang. Nakahawa naman daw yung shooting ni Al Thornton. Kevin Alas also able to hit one from beyond the arc.
Yung hindi pa natin napapanood, maglaro for Nlex, Macmac Cardona
Oo.
is still on the bench.
Tsaka hindi na binalik si Gabo.
That's right, and he did very well offensively.
Oo.
Pero nandiyan na kasi sina Sean Anthony and Glenn Comutin is there for defensive purposes. But here's the man of the hour, si
Yep.
Al Thornton.
Siya na
High pick.
nagdala. Siya na nagtawid ng bola. Thornton spinning. Step back. Jumper. No. Last possession will go to Meralco. It's knotted up at 79. Alas kontra kay Amer. Amer stripped away. Enrico with it. Cobuntin with 3 on the clock. Skying and finishing, and Nlex will have 81 points heading on into the third period. A fantastic tail end of that third quarter, the Dean.
Well, I thought great effort on the part of Nlex to get the game back in control. And the hot shooting of Al Thornton at saka yung unselfish play niya, no? Because pag nakikita niyang may double team, namamasa siya, nakakahanap siya ng bukas, nakakampi.